It's Huxel.
Colin, isn't it?
It's
It
Huxel.
is me. It is me. I'm
Welcome
here.
everyone. Welcome everyone. First
And this
episode.
is
Sorry if
it
his
is.
quality looks terrible. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that besides cry. Welcome to the Nighttime Podcast. And this will be us talking at nighttime. Believe it or not, that's where the name originates from. Because we're talking at night. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's really helpful. Thank you,
so,
Harry.
any subjects that you want to add? Because we've already talked about that. We're going to talk about school and the pandemic that's going around, but we won't.
Oh yeah, the pandemic. Oh
Yeah.
god, it's horrible.
How is your lockdown going for you?
I think it's going good, honestly. I mean, my life before this was pretty boring anyway. Just stay inside and basically sleep. Rarely no social life, but if I did go out, I did. It's more of laziness than having no social life, to be honest. But
You see, I have some sort of social life. I actually went outside a couple of times, so not going outside feels a bit strange. I only go outside to go to the shop. It's not like I do exercises or anything like that. I don't exercise at all, so it is a bit strange not being able to go out. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It's going very well. It's going very well. But there are
yeah,
some sad stories of people not taking lockdown very well. You know, people. What I don't
there isn't.
like is the people that are posting stuff on Facebook, such as like, "Oh, I'm really bored. Do this game with me." You know, ops on me, X for a rate. What is it? Something for a rate on Facebook. I've not saw that since like year 8 or year 7. Never mind, like seeing all
Oh
these
yeah,
people giving rates on bloody Facebook. But you know what? It's fine. If people want to be like that, then people be like that.
yeah. I mean, like the only time like myself, went outside was actually during school when me and you and Callum would play football and nearly kill ourselves. But apart from that, it was pretty
I
cool.
might blur his name. I don't know, but I'll probably blur his name. Uh, it's not like I had to
Poor-
blur your mouth though, because you know you're wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, I wear my mask, my meaningless mask. Even though this is like what white and black, isn't it? And mine's,
His is just complete black.
I think it's white and black. Anyway, but mine's black and
Oh,
red. So I've had this
listen,
for years.
I've shown my face plenty of times over YouTube. I have 1,000 subs, well, nearly 2K. We're not far away from 2K now. I don't think many people are going to see me in public and be like, "Oh my god, no way! It's that guy who made a World War III video. No way, that guy exists. That guy has a life where he goes outside instead of reading news articles." But you know what? I do have a life. I do go outside. Well, I did go outside about, I'd say on average, every 2 days before the lockdown. When we went to college or sixth form, we're not revealing the name of the sixth form we go to.
Yeah, but the sixth one's shit though. It
It
is
is a bit shit.
terrible.
So this will go into school or the virus. We don't know. It's going wherever the conversations veer off to. If they veer off to school, then they veer off to school. Or if they veer off to the virus, then they veer off to the virus. So, well,
Yeah.
so in sixth form, before we broke up, we used to go out and play football on a Wednesday when we used to have a break. That's very nice. In fact, we're just going to talk about school. We'll just talk about school. We'll talk about the virus in another podcast.
Yeah,
Have
I
you?
was the best football player. I was the
Yeah, we used to
sorry,
go
I'd say.
to the park nearby, and we used to play
Oh yeah.
football there. That was stupid because we used to have like a 2 hour and a half break. Brendan didn't. He always he skips English to go and play football.
Yeah, I do. English is it's so bad. Honestly, you go there and it's like, what is the point of being there? Generally, like we do nothing anyway, so I don't see the point of going.
I mean, you didn't pass English, did you?
No, I might pass it now because you get your predicted grade. So
What I don't understand is what is like. I haven't passed maths either. You know, I can't do. I mean, I think 2 plus 2 equals fish. You know what I mean? I don't know my maths, so I have failed maths. I got like a 3 or a 2. I can't remember, and 4 is a pass if you're from another country. Like I don't know. No, yeah. Wait, does saying no get me demonetized?
I don't know. I doubt it. I honestly doubt it.
I'm just gonna blur out North. I'm just gonna
There was
blur
a
out
list.
those.
There was a list on YouTube, wasn't there, of all the words that could get you demonetized?
I've seen them. I know. I think is one of them, and I keep saying the word.
Nepal, you. Damn. Damn, damn, damn.
Damn Daniel. Oh, that's a great meme. Anyway, we're gonna go through the
Such a-
years of school. We're gonna go from year 7 to year 12, and we're gonna talk about every single year and
Oh,
any big moments that might have happened. Maybe we'll veer into relationships, but I feel like they're not important. They're personal life more than school life. Anyway, let's go into year 7.
start with
Anything?
you.
Me? Start with me?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Well, when I got into year 7, I was just one of those. I was very quiet, very quiet. Spoke to like one or two people. You know, I can't even reveal names. That makes it much harder, doesn't it? All right,
You can, but just
I can
not the
mention
full
one of
names.
them who's on YouTube. FSEC Gaming. He's on YouTube.
I don't even know who he is.
Oh, come
Ah. Yeah, I just said those. Oh yeah, well,
Blur.
it's all right.
Right. So he was one of the first ones, and and I don't know. I just sort of hung around with him, just him. But there was one guy who I hated. But we're both friends now, so I had this beef with this one guy within year 7 and year 8. But in year 9 we just became best mates. That was mad. And
My-
it's not him though.
I hated him. I hate him to this day.
Um,
I generally do hate him. He's such a dick for no reason.
I thought I wouldn't have to do any edits in this, but now I have to edit out
You do,
so
you do,
many.
you do. You do. You have to edit.
And he bullied me. He bullied me. Well, I sort of didn't see it as bullying back then because even if I got bullied, I didn't care. I didn't take bullying to heart. I never went home and cried about it. I just went into school. He'd be like, "Oh, alright, you an idiot, you." I was like, "Okay, nice." And then I was in an English lesson once, and I was just there like bored, biting my lips for some reason, and he was there, "You're gay. You looking at me, biting your lips." It's like, is that supposed to be some kind of bullying comment?
I know. Stupid.
Hey, give it.
And then it was so bad. There was one time. Remember that in year 7 when I had a fight with him?
More names to blur out.
I don't give one. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had a fight with that guy.
I started at the start of year 7. I was going out with someone, and then we broke up. Like I don't know how many weeks. I thought it wasn't even weeks, but
I'm not surprised if you're in a relationship since year 7. Then that is some commitment. That is some commitment.
that is considering you're like 12, and then you go into like whatever age, 17. Then.
Puberty.
Oh yeah, what a thing that is.
And one thing, I had a relationship for 2 days in year 7,
Oh God.
and she really wanted to get with me, but then broke up with me 2 days later. What was the point in putting me through those year 7 emotions when I was 12? It was so bad. Right? Is that your year 7 stories done?
Yeah.
Have I got any more? Not really. I had one
Oh
fight.
yeah,
I
yeah, right.
actually year 7.
Actually. Oh.
I had a fight in year 7, and everybody thought it was over YouTube with this guy. Yeah, I'll reveal his channel name, Buddha Pickaxes.
Never heard of it.
Apparently we had some kind of rival going on, but even though I had more subs than him, his quality of content was better at the time. I'm just saying. I was creating Q&A Sundays in year 7. Remember those? And
I remember watching that.
we really did not get right. So we got along for most of year 7, and then out of nowhere, boom, we did not get along at all. And he was just an asshole. And I decided, you know what? I don't like you. He wound me up so much one day. I turned around and hit him. And that was it. So I then got done for a fight that it wasn't even a fight. I just hit him. How was that a fight?
There was year 7 I went out with that girl, and then I broke up with her. I got with her on my birthday, which is the 4th of Feb, and then I broke up with her the day before Valentine's Day, which is like the half term basically. I literally remember end of school day. I walked up to her and said, "We're not together anymore. Bye," and I walked off.
And did she take that well?
Oh no, I mean I didn't really look back at her, so probably not, to be honest.
I reckon she cried herself to sleep, Brendan. I feel like you really upset her. But
She really upset.
year 8 stories, bro. Year 8 was
Year 8 was a belter. I loved year 8. That was the best year ever.
really.
Yeah, there was this teacher for Live to Learn called Mrs. Hughes, and she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. She generally did not know what she was doing, and then she got teared out. It was me, all in one table, and then we threw pencils across the room to like.
I can't wait to edit this.
You know, it's generally just we just threw pencils, we just threw them, and then yeah.
Hang on, we can include the name Max. We can include that because he's been in my videos before. He's got no excuses. We can include his name.
Yeah.
I feel like year 8. Oof. I feel like that's when me and FSCC Gaming, we didn't really hang around with each other in year 7, but in year 8 we sort of did. Year 8, you'd call that a belter year? I can't remember year 8, mate.
I can't, but all I remember is there was English as well. I can't remember. I know maths. There was a teacher called Mr. Alexandra, and he was like, "Did you know, class, that we went to NASA?" Like he said, he's going to go NASA pretty much. He's going to land on the moon with his little math booklets, and always complain about when I was your age, I was carrying my books around. And it's like, well, should have had a bag on you, to be honest. Not
I know, yeah, you're putting books in your bag, not carrying them around. That's a bit dumb, isn't it?
It's not like America where you just put them in a file cabinet and just shove it in.
That is quite dumb, to be honest. I'd much rather have a rucksack on me, you know what I mean? Instead of carrying around a stupid bag. Have I got it? I did get with a girl yet again for about a week in year 8, but there's nothing really to comment on that.
I got with a girl in year 8 for 6 months, and then I left her.
6 months? My longest relationship's only 4 months. Like forever.
Oh, yeah. And then I broke up with her. Kind of regretted it, but you know, it was whatever.
I don't need it on, do I? Because then it might make it faster. Right.
But
yeah. I mean, I could. Oh shit. I guess I can mention this story, even though it's sort of a minor one. I did meet a girl who I never got with. Well, I got with once. Brendan, you know who this is, but we won't mention the name.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Come on, use your brain. I met her in year 8 and we became best mates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you had to shout the word. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. We got really scared about talking to each other. So, because year 8 back then, me, naive, really, I did not have much experience with girls. Like, I remember getting with girls, I used to just text them and just, laugh with them in lessons. I never, properly spoke to girls back then. But, hang on. I'm a bit worried about the screen. Right, let's continue. I didn't really speak to girls back then. So, we decided she was also the same. She did not want to, she was scared to speak. So instead of speaking, just going over and just saying hello. So I remember saying, she was saying, how would I be able to talk? How would we be able to talk? And I went, oh, what about a simple hello? And then she was like, no, come on, no. And I was like, all right. Or it was her who said this. We're going to come up with words that we have to say to each other. And whoever says the word first wins. And I was like, okay. And the first word was chicken. And for about a week, I remember I was running around with my mate in the canteen, we were chasing each other in the canteen, and she walked right past me, and I was like, say the word, and then I just never, and then a couple of days or weeks later, she, one of my mates, decided to go over to her, and was like, and her mates there, and was like, oh look, Harry's over there, and I bolted off, and she fucking...
Fuck. Go on, I'll fix it. I'll fix this with my hand.
She basically ran around the corner where I was hiding, She knew what I was hiding and said the word chicken. And I was like, oh my god, she's just won the game. That is absolutely epic.
Unacceptable. Do you know what? Generally, what are we on? Year 8 stuff?
We're still in year 8. We're not. We're not. How long are we in? Let's have a look. 15 minutes in. And we're still in year 8. We're still not even up to sixth form yet, which we can both back up each other's memories here, because I don't think we spoke from year 7 to 10. No.
To like year 9 or 10, yeah.
And year 8, yeah, saying the words chicken. And then still, we had another word, which was banana, which I said to her, I said the word banana when we was in like this PE place, and she didn't hear me. I was like, wait, do I say it again? Did I say it again?
She's just a sore loser.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. And then I was like, the same day on Messenger, I was like, mate, I said the word. She was like, it doesn't count because I didn't hear you. I was like, yes, it does. And
just drinking it on the mask on,
yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And so then she eventually said it. We walked past each other. I was like, oh my god, it's her. Oh my god, it's her. Bear in mind, I don't know if I liked her at the point. It's weird. I don't know if I did, because I can't remember, but I think I did. But then I started talking to her about liking other people.
Yeah.
So it was a bit mad, to be honest. And basically then we walked past each other. I was like, I'm not saying the word. I'm not saying the word. No. And then she said, banana, and then walked off.
Oh, that was tragic.
The lethal words. She said the words, and yeah, and walked off. It was like, oh my god, I've just lost this game. And then yeah, that was it really. Anything else in year 8? I don't know.
What about fights? There was some fights, weren't there?
I never had any fights in year 8, 9, 10, or 11. I nearly had a fight in year 9, but I mean, I'll go over that later on.
Yeah, let's go in year 9. Let's see what's happening in year 9.
Are we done with year 8? Are we done with that?
Yeah, fuck year 8. It's gone now. You can't remember anything.
Right, year 9 now. Year 9's next.
Oh god.
GCSE, yeah, that's all I remember. The GCSE started, and we were put into classes with people who we may not have spoke to, which was sort of the truth, that for me.
That's true.
Year 9 was a bit boring, I'd say. I'd say year 9 was boring. I don't have many memories from year 9. Besides, I don't know. And how about we go on about year 9 business studies? We're both in that.
I hate business. I hated that. I hated it so much.
So I made a joke to Brendan. I called him Brendan Rodgers, which is a football manager. I'll put him on the screen. There are the.
But he was. He's not anymore, is he?
Well, yeah, he manages Leicester City Football Club. And Brendan decided he was not having the abuse or lesson, and he came over and pushed me, and I hit the computers a bit, which foreshadows later on when we talk about year 11, Brendan.
I don't know why I was such short-tempered. I remember I was with a girl who was not in our school called Jess for like. It might be in year 9. I don't know, but
we can include her name. You know,
it was like her name was Jess, and it was like we went out for 3 months, 4 months.
Does that have anything to do with you being short-tempered?
No, but I think in year 9, I think that's when I was getting started to be like competitive in games, and I think that went into school with like
What was going on my YouTube channel for year 9? I remember I started getting people knowing about my channel more. Like people in year 8 started to forget about it. Year 7 it was quite big. Everyone knew about my little Q&As that I used to do. But in year 9, everyone just was like, "Oh, Harry's doing Walking Dead videos. Sick."
No way.
Hang on. There's a bit of dirt on my screen and I'm getting a lot of OCD because of it.
Kill him. Just kill it.
It's killed. It's gone.
Get rid of it.
And yeah, it was. Everyone just knew that I was doing Walking Dead videos. I don't know. Year 9's a really big, boring one.
Yeah, there's nothing really in year 9. I remember, I think, I had a fight. Was that year 8?
I don't know. But, year 9, the funniest lessons were science and PE for me. and that was through
PE was hilarious.
year 9 and year 10, the two peak years for me being a bit of a hooligan, which I was in year 11 for IT, and I'm sort of am for business and IT in sixth form, so I've still not matured. That's the whole story of it. I've still not matured. Year 7, that was my best year. I was not naughty in year 7, not at all. But year 9, we used to go in PE, and we used to be so stupid. We used to run around and fucking hide from the teachers. We used to just take the mick. We used to take tennis rackets off people and start whipping those shuttlecocks
Yeah.
at random people, and
It was the tennis itself we used to whack people with as well.
and it was just peak years for just doing stupid shit and just laughing at it. It was just, I don't know why. I don't know why we used to just laugh at that shit, but we did. I wasn't even in your PE, was I?
I don't know, but oh, what a
Fuck.
guy!
Oh.
What a guy! He was a true boy.
I'm gonna move on to drama now. Drama class. He was in my drama class.
Drama.
This
Oh,
guy's got sorts of autism, I think, which I'm gonna have to remember to blur out his name. So I'm gonna have to watch the entire podcast back. Jesus Christ.
You are. Poor you.
So
But yeah,
this
go
guy,
on.
he's also quite short-tempered as well as Brendan was back then, and still is now. And he was always those who decided to dictate drama groups, and I hate being controlled by a little weasel. I did not like it. So we'd just hit back at him and bully him. Well, we never bullied him. I mean, the thing is, I only hit back at him, not hit him, like verbally hit back at him when he decided he was going to do something as well. Like when he was going to be annoying, I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? I'm going to be annoying to you back." And
He was the type of person to be like, he was such a hypocrite. He'll be like, fucking, he'd do shit to you, and he'd be like, with his little fucking laugh, teeth sticking out his mouth, like, that's so fucking hilarious. But then when you do it to him, it's like, fucking, what did you do that for?
exactly, like
Starts crying about it.
no. And I remember we did a few performances in drama, and I used to hate getting up in front of people, even though I picked drama and that's what you do. I used to hate it. And other lessons in year 9, yeah, science was peak, absolute peak. I used to love science because I think my lesson that I was worst in out of everything was science. I was terrible in science because of my behaviour, because I had FSCC gaming and some other lad, the lad who bullied me in year 7 and 8, we were now a little trio that just started to cause havoc in classrooms. That was it. And that's it. I feel like year 9's over with.
I feel like, no, in our Facebook group chat.
I'll include him. He's not gonna care.
Yeah. Well, fucking, I hated him in year 8. I really did, because he was. I think it was him. He was in the E block at the top of E block. He was just protecting the corridors, like move along, move. And he used to do it to me. And he was like, "What the? Like, let me fucking pass."
Yeah. It was...
And then it was really good mates.
Year 9. Anything else? Nothing. IT. We had a really good teacher, so there's no stories there. But I guess it's now time for year 10. Year 10. Year 10, where we had our business class again, was quite eventful. We had that annoying teacher, begins with an F. Come on, think about it. Just don't say it, because I don't want to edit it out.
I can't remember. We had I can't remember his name.
Oh my, Mr.
Yeah, Mr. We had him. He was all right. He was really nice. He was really funny sometimes. And other days,
I hated him. He was cocky little cunt. I hated him. I hated him. Year 10 business. Year 10. Oh, year 10 is when I actually did get a proper girlfriend for once. Yes, I did.
Proper.
Yeah.
Proper.
It wasn't proper. It was one I got with for like 4 months.
Oh yeah. That was the year when I got accused of, oh, you broke up, so you're gonna start crying about it. And then, even though I didn't cry about it,
I remember everyone gathered up for drama in year 10 to do the performance. I didn't really speak to you, but you were crying.
No, it was in the PE. I can't remember what happened, but it wasn't about. It was literally It was about some. I can't remember. I think I got hit in the stomach or something like really, really hard.
I
I
never,
can't remember.
I never cried for any of my school years ever. Like not even primary school, never. For some reason, I just never have. It's one of those. I, I don't know if that's a great one to bring up, but I just never have.
But I have a couple of times.
About 70 times.
No, that's 70. About like probably 4 or 5 times total.
I've seen you cry 3 times.
3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
Business when you broke up with your girlfriend in year 10.
No, it has nothing to do with that. That's exactly what I mean.
Listen, this is just what I'm going off, mate. This is just what I've received.
Yeah, you're going off.
From
You
intel.
don't know the truth. You don't know the truth.
Maybe I don't know the truth. So, moving on to year 10.
We're in year 11.
Oh, we're not in year 10 yet. We're not going to year 11 yet. Oh, we're saving the best to last because I know Brendan's got a very nice story from year 11 about his fight.
The problem is, when I explain it, you'd be like, no, completely wrong. It was actually this, even though it wasn't.
Right.
It
10.
was, but it wasn't.
Year 10, business, the teacher was annoying. IT, the teacher was alright, but he left at the end of the year, which was really annoying.
Yeah.
Maths and English, there's nothing to really talk about for them because they were just standard boring lessons.
Year 9 was a teacher called Mr. Pace, and he just let us do what we want.
Sick. Year 10 drama was also the continuation from year 9, just really annoying with that annoying kid still. He was.
Yeah, drama was the best. Drama was the best for us. We had, and then we all had a little group. I remember the first lesson of drama ever, like in year 9. Like me and just chilling, us talking about fucking porn or whatever. We was like, "Yo, the porn advertisements are the fucking best." I don't know why, but yeah, it's just that was puberty.
That was.
I guess
you were just talking about porn throughout drama.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, throughout the first lesson.
I dig it.
I mean, if you're like 15 years old, 16, and don't watch porn, you're basically gonna be a virgin until you're like 30 years old. I'm sorry.
A bit like you then.
What do you mean a bit like me?
A bit like you.
I've already lost it.
Oh, don't lie to me, Brendan.
If you say so, child.
Don't lie to me, Brendan.
My wires are stuck around me, like chairs arm.
Year 10. I did get with this girl who I did like at first, but at the end I did not like her, and I ended the relationship with her.
Oh yeah.
And it was very sad. Very sad. It was around January, so 2 years ago from this year, so 2018. It was around January, February, or something like that. I got with her. I was like, oh, I'm in a relationship for the first time in like 8 months, 9 months, and it was all right. Well, we went out once. Okay, and then that was
Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
And it was it. That was just a boring relationship. We just talked on text for like a month until I was like, okay, I don't like you anymore. I was like,
there's a lot of year 11. We're on year 11. Let's go in year 11. See what's happening.
Really, year 11? Have you got anything else from year 10?
I don't remember year 10. I mean, I probably do, but all I remember is Mr. Maney and then your life.
I guess we're on year 11 then. See, year 11 was one of those years I went into, was like, just have a nice year, just to get GCSEs over and done with and leave school.
Yeah.
But it didn't pan out to be that, because this was my second time, or third time, I was in isolation. Or IE as we call it. I got put in there for a stupid reason.
What was your reason? What was your
reason?
reason?
I was in business, standard in business. Sat next to some guy who was the clown, class clown. And,
who's that?
Just think, the class clown in our class. Come on.
Wait, which business?
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty funny.
Who? No name.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a guy.
And So we were just sat there. We were just sat there getting on with our lesson. There was a supply teacher in the class at this point. Am I even? Ah, am I quiet? I hope not.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Um, so there was this disabled guy in our class, and this is gonna make me sound terrible, but this guy, the class clown, took the USB off him, and right now everyone,
yeah.
yeah,
I
you know about
remember
this. Everyone in year 11 was. This was just a year ago as well. This wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah. This is a year ago.
I wasn't exactly. I was doing really bad on YouTube a year ago, wasn't I? Yeah, I was doing quite
Carry
bad.
on.
Right. So at this moment in time, everyone was breaking mice in this classroom specifically, and people were getting put in IE every single day. About 4 people, and we had a supply teacher this day, and I was like, oh god, something's gonna happen today.
Yeah.
And this is actually a big story. This. So this class clown takes this disabled guy's USB, puts it in my PC. I don't know whose USB it is. I'm like, okay, I
Oh yeah,
guess.
he deleted it. Get through it.
And
Gone.
he was just on my PC, and he was. I was just looking at the properties. We were trying it. It was encrypted, and we tried to get in the
Oh
USB.
yeah. I remember. I was sitting next to him. I was sitting
Yeah.
next to him when it was happening.
And yeah, because the USB was passed to you, and then for them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and then
Um.
he goes into his files on his computer to type in his little password, and it turns out none of his files are there, which is weird because if the USB is encrypted and we haven't broke that encryption, then how is his files deleted? How is his files deleted?
I mean, maybe there's a thing where all the files get deleted if the password's wrong too many times or something. I don't know. But
We didn't guess the password because we knew we weren't going to guess it. And why? So that isn't good security then. So if someone wants to troll you with something, then they can just type in your password a bunch of times and your files get deleted. Or
I
you
know,
can
but you
restore it.
can I mean, they recovered it anyway.
Oh, we got it
Sure.
recovered.
Yeah, he recovered it.
How?
We probably just went on like previous versions and then looked at that and then.
I got put in IE for that. I got put in IE for that. Sick. Cool.
What else?
And then so the day after, I just didn't expect anything of it, to be honest. And I've got another story from year 10. I forgot to mention it after I've mentioned this. And so what was I going to say? I'm gone. So the day after was a Tuesday. I was just going in expecting a normal day, and I got pulled into the office by the leaders of year 11. We'll just call them that. And so and they were going on about, oh, something's happened in business. So I thought they were just going to bring me as a witness, you know. And I got told that I'm now going to look like the bad person because I've fondled with someone's USB. And I was like, what? Why? So I was put into a room on my own on attachment until they figured out what to do with me. So I was in there for 2.5 hours. I was on my phone for half an hour until my phone died. So I was sat in there doing nothing for 2 hours. And what was it? So I was just learning my drama script because we had our first drama play.
Oh yeah, I had my drama play, and about 3 weeks until the real exam, we didn't learn anything. All our group just got split up into two. It was and the others, and then it was me and together. And then when the day came, I don't know what happened, to be honest. But what happened is I just stood there and just went, I don't know my lines. I wasn't even embarrassed. I was like, I generally wasn't even bothered.
That was the second time we had our exam because I remember there was an examiner there watching it. In fact, I'm going to go through all my drama plays after I've mentioned this IE one. So yeah, I'm in the attachment room, and that's what they called it, where you just sit in a room on your own and just stay there for some period of time. And basically, so a teacher came in and was like, "What are you doing in here?" I was like, "Oh, I've been told to stay in here by head here." So they brought me into my head here's office, and then they said, "Oh, we forgot about you. I'm sorry. we might let you go now. That's what they said. I was like, oh, fine, I can go back to lesson then. So they said, did you do anything with the USB? Did you search in how to delete USB stuff on your computer? And I went, well, yeah, it was typed in on my computer by the class hooligan. And they went, oh, because it was on your computer, we're putting you in IE because it was on your computer. I went, what, that's pathetic. So I started arguing with them, and then eventually they just forced me into IE. We stayed in there. So me and the class clown are in IE. Oh, right,
You could have easily resolved that, by the way.
I wasn't bothered. So we're sat in there, and because I'm really angry at this point. I've had an argument with the teacher. I stormed into IE. I was really angry at this point, and so the class clown, when the teacher wasn't looking, threw over a little piece of paper with his email on it, so I could email him. And I know someone who's been done about emails in sixth form as well.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, not yet because we're still on year 11 with a bit of year 10 to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're emailing each other, calling the teachers, we're swearing about the teachers, and then stupidly we thought the teachers weren't going to find out, and they did, and they brought us in to the head of year room, and then they were like, "Have you said this?" And then the class clown won't stop arguing with them. My two friends are outside. One of them's Max, outside laughing at me whilst I'm there being told off, arguing with the teachers. And and then eventually they said they're going to have meetings. They've rang home. I went home. They were like, "You've been bullying a kid because he's disabled." And I was like,
That
"No,
is very unfortunate.
no,
Really
that has
unfortunate.
been taken way out of context. For context, I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. Well, I am to people who I know, but we won't go on about that.
Sounds.
So I got accused of bullying a disabled person because he was disabled. No, the USB was took out of his computer. I didn't know who it was took out of at the time, and I never apologised to him. I was asked to apologise to him. I said no. But because we were asked to put into meetings, because the class clown said he was going to break the guy's wheelchair. And that just put us in the shit. That just put us in the shit then. So, yeah, the meeting did not happen. After I walked out of that room, nothing happened then. It was completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
So, right, we're going to move back to year 10 for this quick little story.
Oh,
Did we do a play in year 10?
we did. We did at the end of the year. We did. We did.
No, we never.
No, we did. We did.
It was no. We did
It
it.
was a real exam.
Yeah. The
Was it the start?
practice. It was start of year 11, but we'll go on to year 10.
Yeah.
So another situation where I was done. Wait. You know, for that online thing, did I get done in year 10 or 11 for that?
What online thing?
The Steam thing where we use teachers' names on Steam. Was that year 10 or year 11?
I think you told me about that. I don't know. How did people even find out about this Steam name?
There was a rat. We still don't know to this day who it was.
Oh.
Right, so in year 10, yeah, it was year 10. I'm confident that it was year 10, so we'll just go back to year 10 now. So in year 10, me and my friends created Steam accounts and decided to call our Steam accounts teachers' names. They can be found in some of my videos as well. I ain't gonna lie. And one of them's my friend's name, who is HT6969. If you have watched from 2017, you'll know who that is.
That guy is truly remarkable.
Anyway, so he decided to. He also created something else in year 10, which I'm going to go over that as well. I'm lost. Right, he decided to name a teacher's name, and he got done for that because the guy said he was trying to create a Steam account with his name, which was, right, let's just come up with a generic name, Ben Smith. He said he was trying to put his name as Ben Smith on Steam, and you can't do that. Well, you can still do that because there's many Ben Smiths or his actual name on Steam. He has a generic name,
Generic.
and I changed my Steam bio and Steam description the day before everybody got done for it, so I missed it.
Oh,
I was there's the storm, and I just passed it. Even though my Steam still said something really bad that I teach kids, and
there's something about a teacher as well. Well, accusations against this teacher, I'd say.
we're blurring that out. We're the word we're blurring out, and so yeah, they had to write apologies to the guys, and that was it. So this guy HT6969 decided to create a video blowing up the school. So after this, he sent this to the school, and he got found out. The school rang the police. The police knocked down his door to search
Oh
his
yeah,
computer, and then
yeah.
he was placed on a terrorist watch list.
He's off it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's off it now. It was mad how it was fully overreactive by the school. I've got to say, it was fully overreactive. Like, come on.
I mean, if someone threatens to blow you up, I mean, and there's like about 1,000 children in it, they've got to be careful.
I mean, fair enough, but
and
yeah,
imagine that was actually being serious. Just imagine, and they let it off. Like about 300, 200 kids are dead because of that. Just letting it off, and it'll be like unfortunate. Anyway, moving on to year 11.
the year 11 drama plays. Oh, what about when we had to come in on Saturdays?
Oh, I hated that. I really did.
I remember the first time me and you actually spoke in the.
I remember. I was in one of the rooms.
Right, just say the autistic kid if you're on about that kid.
Oh yeah, but it was literally in the E block, top room, and I think we had to stay behind. And none of my group showed up, so I went to your group, and then
I remember that.
kid, yeah, the autistic kid was like, "Get out the way, Brendan! Get out the way! You're so annoying!" I'm just standing there. I was like, I'm watching. So then I watch, and he just looks at me and goes, "I've had enough. Get out!" And he starts telling the teacher on me.
I remember some girl came over to talk to me, one of my mates, and they had a proper rant at you about bullying, fucking bullying the autistic kid, and I was just stood there like, okay then, and then yeah, that ended very quickly. But this was on Saturdays, so let's go over another Saturday that I stayed for. I had the flu. I came in on the early onset to my flu, so it didn't kick in. So me and my coloured friend, you know what? We're going to mention his name. He isn't going to care. Julian. Me and Julian went to McDonald's, and I tried to eat. I had a bit of my chips and then just threw them on the ground, and then I started being sick on the way back. And eventually I went to the teacher and went, I have to go home because I feel like shit. And for the next 2 days, I was just in bed. And she was not happy. She was like, "Oh, you're going home then? Oh, you're going home." She was one of those bitchy ones, wasn't she? She was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I
you're
know.
going home." She was alright. She was actually an alright teacher. I'll give it her. She was alright, but you know, she's one of those. She tries to be relatable, and so she decided to. She wasn't happy, and I just went home then, and I was sick for 2 days, and then the next staying on Saturdays? Yeah, I came in on a Saturday. I remember you came over to us as well. We just stood there. I still didn't know you well back then.
Basically, throughout Saturdays, there was the community room, wasn't there? Whatever it's called. No, not the community room. There was like in the plaza, like the drama studio, whatever the fuck it's called, where all the assemblies were. There was that room, wasn't there, where all the stuff was.
Yeah. I used to go in there. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
so
time.
it was me, and I was having a joint, just chilling, having a joint there. I mean, I was just sitting there. We had one. I think we had a pool.
Where did you have this joint?
It was literally inside the building.
No, was it?
Yeah, it was. It was
Why?
inside the building. But no, we had the windows open.
Oh my god. I did not know about this. How did I not smell it? Like what?
No, because it was out the window. Like when they like had a pull, you like they put your head out your window.
Yeah, but you still would smell it.
Yeah, but no one saw it anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay. And then we just messed about and we just didn't care. Yeah, it was like that. It was
Fair
e-cigs and
enough.
everything.
Oh, E6. E6 are E6 though, aren't they? Yeah, E6 are E6.
Like no, it was like a proper joint. I think it was a joint anyway. And then we just went up to me and showed me like a bit of the green stuff, you know. And he literally said to me, "Guess how much that is?" And I said, £5. It's like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" And I was like,
Would have been a 5 back then.
"Yeah, probably."
And another Saturday I came in, the teacher took it so seriously that my friend Julian didn't come in, that she rang him up on a Saturday and was like, "You better come in now." Like, it's a
They
Saturday.
walked off. They walked off. Went to McDonald's. And I just stayed. Me. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my McDonald's soon, so I might as well stay.
Let's talk about the plays that we did for drama.
Drama studio.
Yeah, the drama. Oh, talk about the plays that we did in the assembly area.
Oh, plays. Yeah.
So the first one that I did, I forgot what it was called, but it was some like advanced piece or whatever. And mine was good. I got an alright grade. I got like a 4 or a 5 for it. I can't remember. I never got told my drama grade. And we were just ready. We were only just ready with our performance. We had a few errors in our final piece, but we ended up doing alright. And yeah. So how was your little play? Your first play? So remember,
I can't remember. I remember doing shit in it.
I remember we stayed till 10. We still till 10.
Oh yeah, we stayed till 10. I was like, that was pathetic. Why?
I remember that. My day was ruined.
Literally, 14 hours in school just to do that. 14 hours that.
I remember the autistic kid got us a KSC, and I've not paid him back since. So if you're watching this, which you're,
he doesn't need paying back. He doesn't, because his dad's like a millionaire, isn't he? So.
There's a 99.99999% chance that you're not watching this, but if you are, thanks for the KFC. And
imagine if he watches this and his reaction is like, the autistic kid.
Yeah. So year 11. So we're just gonna focus on drama for this bit, right? So our second drama play, when Brendan had his disaster, I was working with a lad and a girl of mine. Hey, I can hear myself.
That's pretty cool. Jesus, maybe my mic's too loud then. Sorry. Really hurt my ears then.
Maybe because your headphones are too loud.
Guess what I mean? Well, it's fixed now.
You're fine now. So my second drama play, we had to learn a script, which the girl in the group forgot one line, which messed me up. She just stood there and was like, and just said some line, and then because I knew the line that she was supposed to say and the line that I was supposed to say after it, I would know what to say, but she messed it up, and I was like, and then we just winged it, and then for the rest of it we did all right, but I think I got like not a great grade for that. I think I got like a 4 still, which was fine, but people were getting like 8s and 9s, so I was like, oh.
Tell me, I got you, of course.
So why don't we just talk about your drama story for the second play?
Well, me.
Hang on. Didn't your first play have the Fortnite trailer in yours?
I think it was meant to, but then we switched it. No, this is for the second play actually.
Was it?
Yeah, it was for the second play.
No, the second play that you had was the disastrous one. The first play, the one was actually all right for you.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I also had the Fortnite in it. I don't know. I didn't choose it. It's basically getting addicted to games, wasn't it?
God.
But anyway, the second one, we all our group it wasn't doing good, to be honest. But we was literally about to finish it, and then the teacher didn't have enough like confidence in us, so they split us up about a week, not even 2 weeks, a week before like the official exam. We had to learn some fat script in a week, and we never.
Didn't you do some duolog or something?
Yeah, we did learn it. We actually did learn it, and then I forgot it like on the way.
So you didn't learn
So I
it.
went back upstairs. I went back up the little steps, learned it, and then we just improvised from
Oh,
there.
yeah. But didn't you go on the stage on your own for one of the plays, and then you forgot about it with the examiner in
No,
so
that was with, that was with. He was just standing there. I felt bad for him.
Oh my god! And then you started.
Everyone was talking about it. I don't know why everyone was talking about it.
You went up twice, didn't you? The first
Yeah.
time you messed up, and the second time you sort of completed it.
We did. We just basically improvised, and that was it.
I remember sitting at the back with Julian. We both looked at each other and just burst out laughing, like quietly. I was like,
I saw you laughing, and I wanted to laugh, and I couldn't.
right, hang on, how long is this so far?
Oh,
51 minutes!
But that's how long podcasts are. They're usually an hour or two.
I did not expect that. Anyway, so we talked about the drama plays. Is there anything else that you've got from year 11?
Oh yeah, there was a fight. Poor fight.
Your fight. Let's talk about your fight.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll go on to GCSEs.
Everyone literally thought it was over this girl, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was, but it wasn't. Basically, do you want to say the name?
I got told. Don't say the name. Just say girl.
Girl and boy.
Girl and
basically
big boy. I
Yeah,
remember you said this girl was talking to me at the time, and was she? All I know was that she was good friends with you.
Yeah.
You used to always talk in science, and that science lessons were funny.
I think we sat on the. I don't know if we sat next to each other. We sat on the same table, and he was just jealous. Like he was just getting jealous, and he was trying to tear me. And I was like, just have me a fight.
I remember this definitely happened as well. I walked past you. I was just watching you and boy talking to each other, and then you were like, "All right, have me out now." I've just only said his name again. You and boy was saying, "Oh, all right," and you think you're hard. Shut up then.
You just say, "Come on then."
Come on then. And then
I headbutted him, and then just hit him with my. I just used the same hand. I didn't even use a different one. I just kept hitting him with my right hand.
I remember.
And that's my weak one. Like,
I remember walking past you and went, "Oh, hi, Brendan," and then you didn't answer me. I was like, "Oh, why is he not answering me?" And then I walked further on, looked behind me, started watching this little beef go down, little pop, 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 and then you both started scrapping. Which, to be fair, you won that.
Everyone said I won. Apparently, my mum said that he was messed up. Or something.
Didn't you break the computer?
Like, yeah. Apparently, people saying I broke a computer when I never.
And then the teachers came in and was
like, we saw when I was talking to Miss the head teachers, whatever, like head of years.
Yeah.
We went over surveillance, and we were just going through it, like what happened from my perspective. And on that, there was no sign of me touching a computer at all.
Well, there you go then. Well, so we talked about your little fight. Is there any aftermath to that? Have you talked ever since?
He tried tearing me again. Sounds like, just have me a fight right now again. Let's go. And he just ignored it. He completely ignored it. You're still getting jealous, and that's the funny thing. Like me and the girl were just friends completely, and his jealousy got him banged out, and that's the sad part.
Fair enough, but
then I just go too far, and then send him a picture of him being bald, which you sent me. If you get what I mean.
I know which one you're on about. Well, yeah. I'm going to talk about the Printer story, which I'm not sure you've heard of. Me and the remarkable guy that you talked about. We used to always stand with a group of other people, and there were much more people in this certain area. I think you used to always go there as well.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I never used to talk to you though. The remarkable guy was always stood there, and me and him used to, we used to always talk, and then one day we decided we're bored, so we decided to just mess about and then put fruit.
Shit.
Okay.
I knocked the wire. All right, it's connected. It's hard. See how like my microphone's like on the monitor, just chilling. Ah!
We
Right,
decided
you go on while I'm fixing this.
we decided to put fruit and other things in the printer. Bear in mind, the only thing I put in was a wrapper, a little small wrapper, which was removed.
Oh,
The
wow.
the remarkable guy, he put a bunch of stuff in. He opened up the printer, put stuff in that. So eventually, the printer decided to break. So I was that close to being done again, but this time it was going to be big time. But I never got brought in. I never got done. Another guy who was stood there got brought in because I looked like him. Apparently, I looked like
There's a
him.
guy. Speaking of that, there's a guy in year 9 who looks exactly like him. It's like I pointed out in business. I was like, "Oh my god, there's your brother, your long lost brother." And then, Luke was like, "Oh yeah,
Said his name.
that was." Don't care. Not saying his full name, so it's all right. But yeah, like I was saying, they agreed that that guy looked exactly like you, and he did. He generally did look exactly like you, like a younger brother.
I don't like that. So with this printer situation, the head of year came in, talked to everyone because we were in some geography warm up, and they went, "Oh Harry, isn't there going to be a storm? Isn't there a storm brewing for you?" I was like, "What? There's a storm brewing for you?" That's the only thing I heard about. And then nothing happened. We saw the printer get fixed the next day, and then one of the other head of years, the male head of year, came over and was like, "Oh, you two don't need to go near printers, do you?" I went, "Oh yeah, we don't." And we never got done for it. What was it? And then over to our GCSEs, different subject now. It was pretty boring for me. I just did them all without revising. Just did them all without revising and passed everything but maths. Guess what I got for IT? A fat A. I got an A for IT. Oh,
I surprisingly I got a distinction for business.
I got a merit, which is he got a distinction's an A, by the way, and a merit's a B. So are we done with year 11 then?
Yeah, probably yeah.
So it's time for the year that we can both recall very well. Sixth form.
Yeah. We're just kind of finished now, unless we get back into the school. But
so year 12, which is basically where we're at now. So let's talk about
a lot of stuff with it.
let's talk about the Irish guy.
We all hate him. We all hate him.
The Irish guy. So
He's
one of. Oh, we can't say that.
I'm sorry, but he is. He's a. He generally is.
I can't include that in it.
Well, he's a. Is that better?
No.
He's a. He is. He is. He always with the. So it's a sign of him being straight. But then when it's with me, you, Harry, like me, you, or anybody like that, any boy, he just goes fucking Hulk mode and goes, "All right then, all right lads, today you want to get on your work, okay?" But when the girls, he's like, "Yeah, don't worry, I got a big dick in it." He's probably stupid.
He hates us. He hates us. The only thing we really do in his lessons, besides the survey one, was we just talk a lot. Just talk a lot and mess about in his lessons, basically. Because I've gone into sixth form not really caring. I don't know why. And so he swears a lot as well. And he brought me outside, and I had an argument with him. First time I've had an argument with a teacher since year 11. So he brought me outside and was like, I'm sick of this fucking shit now. Just getting on my fucking nerves. This is about the survey stuff, which we'll go over in a sec.
Oh, that was gold. That was honestly gold.
And I was like, "Sir, who the fuck are you swearing at? There's no need in that." And he just looked shocked. He's like, "Oh my god, you're swearing." I was like, "Okay." And
we got told not to swear in year 12, and he does.
Remember when he threatened to beat you up?
Yeah, he threatened. It's like it was me. I think it was me and Corey. I don't think it was just aimed at me.
That's the title right there. Teacher threatened me. Yes, that's the title.
Even though we're like nearly probably an hour into it. But anyway, basically, he literally just turned around. Me and Corey was talking, but yeah, just basically talking. I don't know about what. And he goes, "Seriously, lads, if you do that one more time, I'm seriously gonna punch you in the face." And you're looking at me, so that's why people like. That's why I
that
thought
wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. He directly said, "Brendan, if you can't shut up, or else I'm gonna punch you in the face." Yeah.
Yeah, I told my mum. I literally genuinely told my mum about it, and she goes, "Brendan, if you do this, you know, it's going to ruin his life, and I don't want you to do it. I don't need to." It's like I don't give a fuck if it ruins his life. You might as well not be a teacher the way he treats people.
Exactly.
The sad thing is, the parents won't believe me because it's a teacher.
Yeah. So the survey one. Why don't we go on about the surveys?
Yeah, there was a survey where we had to. He made a survey that we had to sign out, and then when we did, we literally just there was two text boxes actually.
So this was basically he asked us to do a fake survey for our business coursework or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was this survey which we put different stuff, like there was different options such as what shop do you shop at, where do you shop, how old are you. My mate put 95 plus, and because they wouldn't go to a lunch bar apparently, he shouted at him and asked him to get out.
Yeah. It was about why a 90-year-old or really old person wouldn't work at some place.
Yeah, and he just didn't like it. And there was
Move on to you. What did you put? What did you put in the text?
So there was an additional comments box, and I took the mick a bit, and I was just going on about I would like to sell cream eggs, and I was going on about I made some religious hate sort of in mine. I went, God does not allow this, or the devil allows this, something like that. I was just being an
that
idiot.
reminds me of something as well that I can't stop laughing at.
And so my friend put something about in the additional comments bit. He said moist or porridge oats, which there was no context to it. That was just what he put. And then he said, "I'm taking this really seriously, all right, because you're messing up my lesson here." And he did not like that.
To be fair, he did warn us. To be honest.
He warned us not to put anything stupid, and we decided, you know what, we're going to be the nice people and put something stupid.
I put Julian's slag.
And you also put...
I deleted it. I can't remember what the other one was. I definitely can't.
Oh yeah, Julian is slagging. You got done for that.
There's something else as well. I can't remember.
He's a Muslim.
No. It's nothing to do with... there you
go. I know your friend did. Your friend put that. Corbin.
Coral. We're just going to call him Coral.
Coral, yeah.
He's going to get his meat and shove it in his face.
Yeah. So the whole situation ended there. You two got stayed behind it, and I never. Yet again, I dodged the bullet. I always dodged the bullet.
The sad part about this was really furious about this. He was really pissed off about it. And he was probably arguing with the teacher and just sat back and was like, "Well, if I do this as well, it's gonna go nowhere."
Did he actually argue about with him? What did he say?
Yeah, he said he was like, "I've showed you what I've done, and I'm sorry." And he wouldn't let him out, and he got really annoyed. He's like, "Why can't I just go?"
Really?
Oh, yeah. He tried walking off, and he saw him, and he's like, "Right," and get back inside.
Did he actually? I couldn't imagine him arguing with a teacher.
He did. I've never seen him like that at all, to be honest.
Wow, that is mad. Wow.
And then there was a thing months before, October, I think it was. I sent a domestic email. It was in school computers as well.
You were incredibly naive at this point.
I was sending a lovely message to one of our head years about was in it, I think. No. It was Sam. One of Sam. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Sam. And he said he's gonna receive behaviour points if he does not act on this upon now.
Who's Sam?
Sam.
Right. Yeah. So we said that basically the school was supposed to go on an Alton Towers trip. So we said, there's these little points that you get for being good in school called achievement points. And we said, if we don't get these 5 achievement points by, because you know terrorist groups, they always say, if we don't get this, then we're going to do this. So we decided to
Yeah.
replicate that. He did. You did right there. I had no part in this. To be fair, me and the remarkable guy decided to tell him what to put. Well, I stopped like midway through. I was like, "Oh, you're being stupid. He's not going to send it." And then, so
did.
you decided to say, if you do not give me 69 behaviour points, then I'm going to blow up Alton Towers
And the school.
and the school.
Sadly, the school, which they talked to me about it, Miss
Just say principal.
or principal, and she was not happy with it. She was really angry, and then I got home. My parents, she literally said I was suspended for a week, and I had basically 2 weeks off because the half term was the week after.
Look at you.
I know. And then we came back, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
What do you call it? I remember I got brought in for the next day. They said, Brendan said that you had a part to play in this, that you asked him to construct the email address. I went, Miss, I don't know what happened. And that was it. And she was like, the police could be getting involved in this situation. It's best that you tell your parents, just in case they knock on your door.
Yeah, they told me that. And I never.
Yeah, again, the police never got involved.
Yeah, they never.
And that was a brilliant situation. Fantastic.
And surprisingly, we did not get kicked out. Well, I never, anyway.
I never either. Well, obviously not.
Neither did Kel.
Say remarkable guy.
Remarkable guy. He is truly remarkable.
So yeah, that is the stories for 6 months, because that was October. We've gone on about the surveys. IT, I'm always annoyed in IT, or business for you, because you're in my business. We have the same teacher I have for IT.
We made 3 videos. That's it. Just 3 videos. 3.
He doesn't like me.
Remember, Harry? 3 educational.
We've made 3 unlisted videos on different channels, which I've got still. And if this video gets 1 million views, then I will reveal the video.
No, do not reveal the video at all.
I will post a link in the comments if this video gets 1 million views.
Okay, well, you go do that. My video was truly remarkable, and then I deleted it.
Because if I get 1 million views, I won't have to go sixth form. I know this video isn't going to get 1 million views, so I'm fine with saying that.
Imagine. Imagine.
I'm fine with saying that. I wouldn't say 1,000, because I do get 1,000 sometimes, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say 1 million views and 10,000 likes, and I will reveal it. It has to reach both of them. And I will reveal the video.
Face reveal.
Oh yeah, face reveal.
If we've already done it.
Reveal. And that's it for sixth form, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then year 13's right around. It's not right around.
We're at this point now. We have told the story up to this point, and let's have a look how much time we've had.
How much time are we on?
An hour and 8 minutes.
Oh my god, we have done well.
We've done well. Fantastic.
We have done amazing.
Is this where we ended off, or have you got any additional stories
about
your entire school life? No? Well, everyone, if you've made it to the end, which I'll be surprised if anyone has, make sure to give the podcast
just skip through it. Just skip through it to the end.
Exactly, just skip through it. So, if you've liked the video, just give it a like. I will probably be doing different podcast clips, to skip different points.
That's it. Just want to say, if you want to subscribe to my channel, Huxel, just do it. It's alright.
No. You're not subscribing to Huxel. No.
Why not?
No.
I don't understand. Like, I generally don't understand.
Well, if you enjoy this podcast, give it a like and we'll continue it. We've got more stories to tell, such as the lockdown, what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a lot to say about that. So, yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, people of the internet.